Hey, Simon here, and we're back playing Call of Pripyat again. We've just been to the crashed helicopter site, the Stingray over there, and I'm heading back. But on my way, I want to go pick up the, there's a stash that's fallen down a hole. So I'm gonna go back over here and have a look around. It seems to be a source of constant battle, this petrol station. I think to find the stash I need to go down here. However, I think there's a significant drop. Turn my light on. I need to be careful as I know there are Snorks down here, the slightly scary gas mask-like creatures. Okay, so I'm now overburdened, so I think I need to maybe rationalize what I'm carrying. Obviously, I want to keep the artifact that I've got. This rifle's basically junk, so I may as well drop it. Same with these two pistols. Maybe this old detector's maybe not worth carrying around. But I think I'll probably throw away a few kilograms of ammunition in a minute, because I now need to escape this area. Stalker does horror really well. It's not just jump scares, but the kind of constant oppressive feeling. You never feel safe. The monsters are quite well designed. Even if it's just the really disturbing sound design. Like, why do they growl? Bleeding now. Let's use some bandages. This is not the place you want to be too exhausted to move. Ooh, why are they throwing grenades? Use a med kit and some anti-radiation medicine. Oh, someone's died here. Well, this is interesting. He's left a detector. That looks, I assume, fancy. Oh. I really don't think they should be having a firefight in the middle of an anomaly. guess they have an disagreement over an artifact or something. I'm gonna get away from them as I don't want to become a victim of their little spat. I want to get all the way back over there to the ship and sell what I'm carrying. As this box is incredibly heavy. I'm gonna eat some food. We're so close to that 1 kilogram thing. I wonder if anything's just... Yeah, just eat sausage torn light enough. I don't think there's any problems with just eating an infinite amount of Russian sausage. Let's check out this little boat. Anything interesting here? No. I'm going to need to get my armor fixed up, which will be costly. If you notice down in the grass over there, there's the creatures and by the pipeline from the last video.
An emission is approaching. I repeat, an emission is approaching. Seek cover immediately.
So you don't want to get caught out in an emission. As I said before, they're the psychic outbursts from the center of the zone. From the strange experiments they've been doing there under the cover of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. We'll stay out a little longer though, as it's always interesting to watch it come in a bit. The stalkers in the zone will all run for cover now. And I think some of the animals will as well. There you can see there's a stalker down there. Quickly rushing for safety. I think I'm going to get inside though, frankly. Sell the stuff that we've got. So, this artifact's good money for us.
Pop in if you find any artifacts.
We want to get our equipment fixed up.
Howdy.
Ooh, can he break into that container? Yeah, let's see what we can get out of this. Oh wow, so we've, instead of giving it to the person we were supposed to, we've just broken into it. And got a whole bunch of stuff.
Attention, Stalkers! An emission will start any minute now. Find cover if you want to live.
So we've got a new weapon, helmet. Anyway, let's repair what we've got. The mission's getting bad. You can actually look out here. Yeah, you don't want to be out in that.
Stalkers, the emission is finally over. I hope you're all in one piece.
So let's sell some of that stuff we have. So we don't need this. I'll sell that. I'm not sure if it's really better or worse. Oh, and I can also sell this. I can sell my old detectors. And these pistols. Oh, and this is the upgraded pistol that I've received. I may keep that, in fact. This is pretty light. I want to stock up on some 5.56mm rounds. 120. It's expensive, but it's necessary, as you don't really come across them enough. And we have a few of these rounds, so we'll get some more 5.45 rounds for our Russian style rifles. I think just one pack of these will do for the moment.
That's right. Get on out of here. What's up? You wounded or suffering from radiation sickness?
So let's sell some of these bandages, as we seem to always get quite a lot of them. Sell a few of our medkits. I think these are the ones we received out of the box, so those make a reasonable amount of money for us. Some of that Hercules stuff would be useful in case we get overladen again. I'm now going to empty out into that storage box stuff that we're not going to need too soon. So maybe a couple things of radiation sickness, a couple medkits, a couple bandages, most of the food, most of the grenades. So we can go do some proper artifact hunting. And we'll have a sleep. So the time now is 9 in the morning. So we can probably sleep until afternoon. And have something to eat.
Hey, Stalker. I'm listening.
Go talk to the guy who we didn't get his thing for. So I think now is probably worth doing a little bit of exploring. For instance, I know up north there is some more anomalies, but now we have a really fancy detector we should go have a look at. I also want to go see if I can find some tools somewhere, which I think will effectively just be hunting around each of the locations. So we've reached the burnt farmstead, and I'm going to use my new detector and my bolts to see if we can find some artifacts. Easy does it. It's here somewhere. Oh, I think I can see it. And there's another over here. Maybe not there.
Hey, bro.
Hey, that's a nice rifle you got there.
I'm listening.
It's interesting to notice the little shuffles they sometimes do, and it's I'm guessing they have an IK system. Oh. There we go. We find a safe way out. See if he's got anything to trade. Not really. Avoid those dogs. So one of the cool things about having these open worlds slightly limited off is it allows players to explore and feel that they've got a huge world, and they do, but it does allow you to artificially limit where they can go in a way that seems quite natural, because in large games where you let them go anywhere, you lose a sense of progression, and you also allow some users to do things that they shouldn't do, even if they're kind of explicitly told. They will still try and go to places that are, say, beyond their level. So I found this, this is the sawmill, and we're going to set our weapon into single round mode, which is something the SA-80 doesn't really have, but I guess you can gently squeeze the trigger if you want single rounds at a time. Most modern rifles have fire selection modes, although the SA-80 is now getting on in age. Also, the SA-80 has a glowing target reticule with tritium in it. It doesn't quite look like this really, but then I guess you have to change things to make games work. Oh. This is a lot of zombies. But with a silenced rifle, I think we can take them all out carefully. Gotta lead my shots better. I think a couple of the zombies that I've taken out are still alive. We're good for the moment. You can get a lot of loot from these zombies as they're very easy to kill. as long as we don't let them swarm us. The zombies are a creation of the brain scorcher and all the weird psychological things that are happening in the zone. I don't want to spoil the plot of the first game. Oh, this is not where we want to be. Okay, I think we've been spotted now, so... with accurately simulated bullet drop and physics, it does make the game challenging, but it also makes it interesting. See, if I could pixel perfect snipe these, it wouldn't be the same game. Thankfully these are just zombies, because if these were stalkers right now, I'd definitely be dead. Swap out. There's a lot of loot. That's a more advanced rifle that I've picked up. It'll be far too much for me to really take everything. But I'm already up to 30 or more kilos. This zombie has a lot of stuff on him. It's all pretty bad condition there. So we really want to make it 100% sure that we're clear before I start hunting for stuff. Oof, I've irradiated myself. Not good. Let's go back to the zombies and see if we can pick anything more up of value. Mostly ammunition and vodka. That's what we need. Use some of that radiation medicine. Shall I run up here and get an overview? Accidentally picked up a few pistols. game makes me paranoid. I mean, Stalker is owed quite a lot by a lot of the kind of survival games that are out at the moment. I mean, there's a pretty direct line between, ooh, that's a fancy grenade, stuff like DayZ and Stalker. Even the survival mechanics, you know, Stalker was doing the survival mechanics long before just putting the word survival in your game would sell you 500,000 copies. So we've made a pretty good haul here. We've got a few artifacts, a brand new rifle. We've picked up these tools, which means we can go back and get our weapons upgraded now by that guy who in the ship who didn't have the right tools before. The guy who likes the vodka. I could pick up this shotgun, but I don't really need it. There are better shotguns in the game and I'm not desperate for one, to be honest. So this pipeline's a really nice bit of design. Like the roads, it's like a good way to lead the player through the level. Since it goes almost the whole length of it, you can kind of position yourself. I think it leads, let's look. Leads almost directly back. To that ship. It's a very clever way of giving you something memorable that shows you where to go. I realise I have my light still on, which is a waste of electricity, but we'll also get the attention of creatures, which I don't really want. I don't want to go back down there, to be honest. The sprint and thing mechanic is a bit annoying with that constant breathing sound, but I think that's more my poor use of it than anything. So let's go back to the ship, sell all my new loot, and then we can head out on another mission. Sometimes you hear a gun firing off in the distance and you're like, oh, what's that rifle? I haven't heard that one before.
Howdy ho. Hello. Good hunting.
Well,
Ah, so the military. More information on them. Let's do some trading then. So we can sell. These aren't particularly valuable, these crystal artifacts. Not when the other one was for several thousand. It's not the end of the world. I can sell some of my vodka. Sell some energy drinks. Oh, I see, so I can use these to help myself sprint. Okay, let's buy a whole load of them then. Do they help with anything else? No, okay, so it's just the adrenaline. didn't actually trade that. But I can sell the vodka because I don't get irradiated enough to need it.
Drop in if something interesting comes up. Skadovsk won't be going anywhere, that's for sure.
So let's see what we can trade. Let's sell a few of our grenades. We can sell some ammunition. We really don't need hundreds and hundreds of rounds. Maybe 18 rounds. Does he have anything interesting to buy? Not at the moment. But the most important bit.
Let the door hit you. Howdy.
We can bring in some tools. So we can get our rifle repaired, repair everything up. More importantly, we can start getting upgrades. So for this rifle, we want to get a scope. Oh, I guess we have to give the technician vodka before he'll do it.
Here's to a steady hand.
So we've got 20,000 to spend on it. I wonder if I can remove the... Oh, I might have to do that later. Let's look at this rifle. I assume I can just stick the scope on there by default. So grenade launcher mount would be fun, but I don't really need that. I'm not fighting any... Ooh, so making the weapon lighter would be a good start. I mean, these are all quite cheap, so I may as well get all of them, apart from the underbarrel grenade launcher. Detach scope, and attach it to this one. I guess I can't attach a scope yet. Oh, there we go. And I'll just get him to upgrade, repair it as well. So I now have a pretty high-end rifle. But really, like, there's so many more rifles in the game, and it's sometimes hard to choose. And they have different ammunition types, and obviously things like being able to attach a grenade launcher, or a scope, or like different modifications. This one's a good start. See what I can upgrade here. So since I'm using my SA-80, he has a slightly more of a sniper rifle for the moment. I'm going to give it a longer barrel. And I still have plenty of money, which is nice. Let's repair my armor while I'm here then. I'm probably not going to bother. Or might be worth upgrading it just to reduce the weight, to be honest. Let's put my old rifle away and I'll store it for the moment. And get rid of these pistols as I don't need them. And get rid of a couple of my bits of bread and sausage. So I'm down to 31 kilos, so that's a pretty good mix of stuff.
Пап, покажи сталкерам. Пап, ну покажи сталкерам. Тот зашел в сторожку, выходит, на каждой руке по черепу. И начинает, как в
So I
кукольном
can talk to
театре.
everyone here and I should be able to get some more missions.
Семёныч, слушай, как думаешь, тут кровососы есть? Правый так басом.
Several stalkers have gone missing. No one has heard anything about them.
Тут нафиг кровососы.
Oh, they were bled completely dry. It means bloodsuckers.
Если прикинуть, так,
What do I need to do?
3-4 таких похода как вчера. Если бы еще хабарнику, и все. Завязываю с зоной нахрен.
Okay, so dealing with bloodsuckers is never fun, but someone's got to do it. So I think here's a good time to stop, and maybe I'll be back soon with some hunting some bloodsuckers. I'll see you guys later. Bye.